Hi guys and welcome back to my channel and Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas Day and I thought I'd do a get ready with me just so you can see what I'm going to be wearing and what I'm going to be looking like on Christmas Day, because I haven't actually done one of these before, and the last one I did was I think a get ready with me for Boxing Day, so I wanted to show you guys what I was wearing on Christmas Day. So I've already been to my mum and dad's house to open up some presents and I'm back here so I can get ready for the Christmas dinner. I'm going to go back to my mum and dad's house and I'm going to help them make Christmas dinner, and then we're going to all sit down as a family and have Christmas dinner together. So if you want to get ready with me and see my hair, my makeup and my outfit for Christmas Day, then just keep watching. So before I left this morning, I'd already moisturised my skin. This also acts as a primer as well, and this is the Lizzo Skin Repair Light Moisturiser in combination to oily. This is really good because I don't have to use a primer when I use this moisturiser. And then I also use my eye cream, which is the Boots Expert Skincare Sensitive Hydrating Eye Cream, and this is really good for your under eyes if you do have very, very sensitive skin like I do. Honestly, anything burns for my eyes and I don't know why. I just have the worst skin in the world for anything to do with skincare. I can hardly use anything. So the first thing that I always do is prime my eyes, and I'm using my EX1 Delete Fluid Concealer in 3.0. This one pretty much matches my foundation and my neck, so this is probably the best shade for me to use at the moment. I really like this as a concealer for when I go to work because it's not really expensive, but it is a super high coverage formula and it just works really well as an eyeshadow base as well. Then I'm just going to set all of that into place, use my face powder. I don't know why a lot of people use eye setting powders and things like that. I'm one of those people that likes to use one thing for multiple things. I just think it's so much easier, especially if you're on a budget or if you're running late or anything like that. So as being as it's Christmas Day, I do want to have a nice glittery eye, and I love these glitters from NYX. They're so good, they're so affordable as well. They're pretty much exactly the same as the MAC glitters, but in a bigger pot and just so much more affordable, and they're just really good. They last all day as well. So at the moment I am in the middle of trying to take out everything out of boxes, and I only really have a few makeup brushes, so I'm just going to try and work with what we've got. I might not actually have the correct brushes for specific things, but we're just going to go ahead and wing it anyway and see how it goes. So I'm going to use my Soph palette from Makeup Revolution. I do like this palette. I don't use it a lot just because there's some really strong shades in here, and other shades I don't really use on a day-to-day basis anyway. So I'm just going to take Cookie Dough, and this is just going to be a transition shade, and I'm just going to pop this in the crease. My makeup brushes are pretty dirty at the moment, so if the eyeshadow look doesn't turn out how it looks like it's meant to, then I do apologise, but like I said, I haven't got all of my makeup brushes and I don't know where some of them even are. So this is usually my blending brush, but I'm just going to use it for my transition shade at the moment, and then I can also blend this out as well. So it works pretty well because I can use it for two different things. And I'm so sorry that I've just realised I'm looking at my laptop right here and I can see that I'm going like this a lot, so you can't really see. But I'm just putting this in my crease. So now that I've done the transition shade, I'm just going to try and buff this out at the same time as putting it on, and try and work it a little bit higher as well. So I'm actually liking the quality of this video a hell of a lot more than my last video. I was trying to sort out lights and stuff like that and try and sort out this room, and I'm hoping that it's not echoey, but I'm just having a problem with this room at the moment. Like I said, everything's in boxes, so I'm trying to sort out the best way for me to film. I'm trying to add extra furniture in here as well so it doesn't sound so echoey. So I just don't know what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some concealer and I'm just going to carve out my eye shape, and this is where I'm going to put my glitter on. So because it is Christmas, I'm going to be using some glitter, and I'm going to be using this NYX glitter in the shade number 10, which is silver, and then match my nails that I did this morning. Literally, I did these at probably about 8:30 in the morning to try and get them sorted for Christmas Day, because I've just been so busy. Like it's crazy trying to move into your own house, try to get stuff done, and then with it also being Christmas as well, I was just like, I'm not going to have any time for anything. But I'm so happy that it's Christmas Day because I can finally relax. I love Christmas Day, and it's the first Christmas Day that I have in my new house as well, so it's really, really good and I'm loving it. And I'm going to take my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. You can also use a NYX version of this that they have in the store. Apparently it's supposed to be exactly the same, but I'm going to be using this to stick on my glitter, and this works amazingly. Also, I'm very sorry if you can hear some things in the background. I'm having a couple of problems with different things, like I'm having problems with my laptop, and the camera isn't how I want it to be because my tripod basically broke, so I have had to use different things to use as a tripod, so hopefully I'll get a new one very, very soon. And I at the moment only have a ring light and another one of my lights, so I don't have the second light that I used to have, so it is a little bit darker than what it used to be. But soon we will get there, so soon it will be back to normal and it will be fine. So I'm just putting the glitter glue all over where the concealer was. Then I'm just going to take a bit that's in the lid right here, I'm just going to pop some more in. And then I'm going to take it on my brush and I'm just going to press it on where that glitter glue is. So I'm just taking my L'Oreal Infallible Gel Crayon Liner, which I absolutely love, and I'm just going to use this to tightline the upper waterline. So in all honesty, I've really missed filming these videos. It's just been so long trying to get so much stuff sorted, and I just wish that it was over. But we actually bought our house in, I think it was the 1st of September we got the keys for it, and we only moved in about 3 weeks ago. Everything is still in boxes, and I've missed actually filming these videos because I've just been so busy, I haven't been able to do anything. And our filming room wasn't set up. I didn't also have my camera for about 2 weeks because that was still at my mum's, so it's just been a really long process. I'm also really annoyed that it's taken me so long to get all the stuff, because I was going to be filming a makeup tutorial that is pretty much almost the same as what I'm filming today for a Christmas makeup tutorial, but I didn't have enough time to do it. I didn't have all my stuff as well, so I thought I'd do a get ready with me so you guys can see how to create it. And hopefully by next Christmas I'll create another makeup tutorial that you have. It's just, like I said, it's been so busy to be able to do anything. Also, I do have a giveaway as well on my channel, which I'll link down below for you. And because I do have my own filming room, and also it's Neil's music room as well, but it's mainly my filming room, I do want to hear what videos you guys want to see. Do you want to see more makeup tutorials? Do you want to see hauls? Do you want to see testing out products, first impressions, stuff like that? I'm thinking of doing a video on me testing out some magnetic lashes for the first time. I've never used them. I've just basically seen loads of videos of people trying them out and they don't seem to be very good. I also want to know what makeup tutorials you guys want to see, because I love doing makeup tutorials, because I like using high-end and also drugstore makeup all in one video, because I'm one of those people where most of the time I am on a budget, and I know that a lot of people are on a budget as well and they can't purchase really expensive stuff, so I like to have a mixture in my videos. So for instance, my eye products are pretty much drugstore that I use almost every single day. So my concealer that I was using, my glitter, my eyeshadow palette, my eyeliners, everything is drugstore, because I just find it so much better from a drugstore and it's so much more affordable, and most of the time you can actually find a cheaper dupe for a high-end product. So for instance, I have been absolutely loving this NYX liquid liner that I actually started using last Christmas, and I used it in a makeup tutorial and I absolutely loved it, and from then on I've just been constantly repurchasing it. I did used to get the Kat Von D one, but in the end that just worked out too expensive for me, and it was a felt tip liner at the time. I was obsessed with felt tip liners, but now I've moved on to liquid liners and I absolutely love them. And then for my brows, I'm just using my NYX Micro Brow, which is what I use all the time. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but I have no idea because I won't spend the money on that one because this one is so good. And I don't know if you guys want to see a video on the comparison between both of them, but if you do, just let me know, put it down below in the comment section and I'll do that video for you. So I absolutely hate doing my eyebrows on camera. I always use my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and then this is a new eyebrow gel that I've been absolutely loving. It makes my eyebrows look so nice and thick and just so good, and this is from Natural Collection. It's a tinted brow gel and you can get it in Boots, and this is only £2 and it's amazing. I actually think that I might prefer it to the Benefit one. And for foundation, I'm using my Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation. I haven't used this in such a long time, but the last couple of days I have been obsessing over it. I've been using it every single day. And I think the reason why I didn't use this a lot is because I have my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk one that I've been recently obsessed with, and I just saw this in my makeup collection. I was like, I used to absolutely love that. Let's try that out again. And I tried it. and it lasted all day just as it was my first impression. I just forgot how good this foundation was, and you don't need a lot of it as well, but I'm piling it on today because it's Christmas Day, so I need to hide every little bit of redness that I have everywhere. And usually I'd use my Real Techniques brush to buff this in, but I don't have that because it's somewhere in a box and I don't know where it is. So I'm just going to use my beauty blender and I'm just going to smooth it around like this. I actually find that this works so much better with a brush, and they do recommend on the website that you use the Marc Jacobs one, but I'm not going to be spending like £60 on a brush, so I actually prefer the Real Techniques one, and that's one that looks like the Artiste brush, but it's so much more affordable, and I will try and find it for you and link it down below for you so you can check it out. And then for concealer, I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear concealer in the shade NC20. This is the best concealer I've ever tried in my life. I didn't purchase it for probably about a year, and then I was like, well, not all of my concealers are as good as the MAC one, like nothing can live up to it. So I decided the other month I was going to go ahead and get it, and I forgot how full coverage it was and how good it was, and I will never go to another full coverage concealer to use when I need it to last all day, because this one literally lasts all day and it doesn't give you wrinkles. It does dry quite matte, but it looks really good and it covers up everything. Literally, I can have probably about 2 hours sleep, have bags under my eyes, and this will cover it up straight away. So I love this concealer and I highly recommend it. And then I'm going to take the same Coty powder that I used before, and I'm just going to set all of this into place. The good thing about this foundation is that it's so matte that my skin is usually super oily. I don't even need to set this with powder because it is just so good, but it doesn't look cakey on the skin as well. If you do like to have more natural coverages, I wouldn't recommend this, but if you do want a full coverage and something to last all day, then Marc Jacobs is the way to go. And then for bronzer, I'm using my Hoola by Benefit, which I absolutely love. This is one of my favourite bronzers. There's only actually 2 bronzers that I have in my makeup collection that I use all the time, and that's the Hoola one and then the Chanel, I think it's Transluscent Chanel bronzer. It's amazing. It's a cream bronzer, so I like to use that one when I'm not wearing foundations that are super full coverage like this one, because this one is very, very matte. So anything that's super matte, if you put a cream on top of it, it can start to come off in the different areas. And then for blush, you are probably all going to hate this blush because I say it in pretty much every single makeup tutorial that I do. This is the MAC blush in Springsheen and I use it all the time. As you can see, I've almost hit pan on it again and I absolutely love it. This is my favourite blush and it goes with every single makeup look as well. I also really like my Wet n Wild one as well that I've used in a couple of makeup tutorials. That one I use on a daily basis when I go to work. It's just so good, so pigmented, you only need a tiny amount and it is just so good, especially for the price. And now that Wet n Wild is in the UK, I can go ahead and purchase that blush without having to get it shipped over from America like I used to have to do. And then I'm going to take my favourite, TheBalm Lou-Manizer, to use as a highlighter, and I'm going to pop this on the apples of my cheeks, and then down my nose, on my lip, and then I'm also going to put it underneath my brow bone as well. And then I'm just going to take another brush and take the shade Cookie Dough, and I'm going to pop this on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to pop some mascara on the lower lashes, and then I'm going to pop on my favourite lashes, which are the Ardell Demi Wispies, but I'm going to try and do this off camera because it's going to take me a very long time to do. So now that I've finished off the rest of my makeup, including eyelashes, I'm going to do my lips, and for this I'm using the Illuminate Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Paris. They do have another red shade on their website, I don't know if it's this one, but I do have that one as well, and they are amazing. I love these. The formula is quite runny, but they last all day on the lips. You can eat and drink with them and they're just so good. And I actually think this one is better than the Kylie Cosmetics one, and I used to absolutely love Mary Jo K, but this one to me I think is so much better. So this is my makeup completely finished and I absolutely love it. It's proper Christmassy. You have the glittery eyes, you have the long eyelashes and the red lips, and I just think it looks so good. And now I'm going to go ahead and go onto my hair. Now I might skip through quite a lot of this because it is going to take me quite a long time to do my hair, so I will show you exactly what I'm doing and I'll show you the hair tool that I use as well. So now that I've finished the makeup, I'm going to go ahead and do my hair, and for this I'm using my brand new hair tongue from Babyliss. This is the Keratin Shine Wave, and this is a huge tongue. Now I saw this on Argos and it was about £20, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get it because it looked really good and there were some really good reviews on it, and I've always wanted to have nice big waves in my hair because I do have another hair curler, but it gives me ones that are quite tight and I wanted to have some that are bigger waves, and this is literally perfect. I absolutely love it, and it also has Keratin Shine in it as well, and it hardly takes long at all to heat up. And this one I have on 195, and I just think it's so good, and you'll see how good it is as well. I'm not going to show you me doing all of my hair. I'm going to show you a little bit and then I'm going to skip through it and then show you the end as well. So the first side that I'm going to do is just do this side, and I'm going to do my fringe. So I'm just going to take it like this, put it in the centre, wrap it round, and then move it up. And then I always hold this on for 10 seconds and then just let it go. And I just love the way that this looks. It just looks so good. So for this next bit, I'm just going to grab a chunk and I'm going to do this away from the face. So I'm just going to put it here. And then let it go. The next section that I'm going to take is next to it right here, and for this one I'm going to go towards the face. So I like to alternate these and hold it on for 10. And then I'm just going to repeat the process all over the head, and then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. So this is the finished look. My hair, makeup and outfit is all sorted, and I hope that you enjoyed getting ready with me today, and I hope that you have a beautiful Christmas and a happy new year as well. And make sure that you check out my giveaway as well, because there are 2 prizes, so 2 winners, so 2 people can win it. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you give it a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!